Right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We are into part 2 now with special guest, England Under-23 International Alex Cameron. In part 1, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Alex talks us through his practice routines and we watch him play the Ghost. Part 2 is going to be me and Alex, and we're going to play a handful of frames and we're going to talk through shot selection and mapping. It's probably the most asked question that I get asked as a coach is, how do I improve shot selection and mapping? Because it is, when people say it's the most important thing, it is one of the most important thing. Cue ball control is equally as important because there's no point knowing the routes if you can't put the ball where you need it to go. Okay, so yeah, so this part of the video is going to be me and him playing a few frames and talking you through everything that goes through our heads as we're trying to work out the correct way to go about a finish. There might be some tactics involved as well. We don't know how the balls are going to split. So yeah, should we get going? Let's do it. Let's go. Right, so as a good host, we're going to let Alex break first.
Very kind, very kind.
So let's see how we get on. Okay.
Wish we were playing the Ghost now.
Yeah. You still got one slightly tricky.
So I assume you're going to talk about how we think about the finish.
Yeah. So we'll just talk about, so instantly for me, like the first shot without even looking at the table jump site is red off a yellow in the middle. Just to tie, as long as you make the red, you're going to tie the yellows up completely.
Open that red.
Open that red up, and then the whole finish rests on this ball here.
Yeah.
So it's all about like I always look at a finish and be like, I always try and find my issue, even if there isn't one. I always think in any finish, there's a ball that is slightly awkward. For us, it's quite explanatory which one it is. Sure. Any merit in going after that one now?
Pardon?
Any merit in trying to play on this one now?
I am, yeah. That is the intention.
Yourself. You'd love to get
an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. So actually, yeah, you never really brought the in-off into play anyway, which is.
Here's where tables do differ.
Yeah, because you could slam that on a Rasson, couldn't you?
Yeah, confident shot is just slamming it.
Yeah.
You know, I can just roll this through an attempt to get maybe on the middle, on the pocket I'm next to.
Yeah.
It's all just how you feel in the moment, because in fact I don't mind rolling that through because I'm just.
I mean, normally I'll be looking at a linking ball for the black, but although I don't think it's the best one to get on the black,
that's the easiest.
That's the easiest to get on the black if we're on it. But obviously, it looks like that's probably going to be your last ball.
I'm a bit more confident and try land on the ball it's right next to the same pocket. I think you just.
Yeah, I think it's far enough off that we can just. Kind of in between, wasn't it? You kind of played.
Yeah.
You didn't fully commit, but you knew that you had.
Yeah. I mean, instantly, I'm thinking in my head, if I can get on this bottom rail for the red last, I get all the option whether I want to try get here or if I just play in the corner.
So would you now look at, because you've got way too much angles, playing the one in the middle? And I don't know how you feel about that. I would probably look at under hitting this. Yeah. So to play on the middle, obviously if you land here, you can pot it and go back through the gap.
Yeah.
But knowing by under hitting, you've still got the double as opposed to landing there.
Well, you've still got that ball as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got a choice of a. Shot. And I think that's what, not to say amateur players, but sort of lower level amateur players, you quite often find the better players by choosing your right shot and the route. There's an option if you're because we don't all, like most clearances, you'll get one shot wrong. Yeah. It won't be perfect on every shot.
No. So
you have to even if it's just minimal, there'll be a slight.
It's just where you can. I mean, it goes back to snooker. You know, I mean, Rodney's one of the best at it. You know, when he's playing a red and on a black, he's trying to leave himself on as many reds as possible.
Yeah.
So here, I think it's the hardest shot, but I think it's the most reward.
So you pop that and go back.
It's
you go through the gap or coming down with loads of left-hand side?
Below.
Yeah.
That was probably a riskier shot because I was quite close to those yellows.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but problem is if you stun it,
you could lose that.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And you could lose that white so easily, yeah.
And then this is another kind of preference. I mean, more often than not, if I play for the corner, it's not going to go wrong.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
Nice finish. Standard.
So if you want any breaking coaching.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to get after that as soon as I can, but it doesn't really give me
You're looking at, I mean, you could leave it the last two, and as long as you have an angle on that red cannon.
Yeah, because of where the black, normally I wouldn't do that, but because of where the black is, it might actually
be easier
to leave it till the end.
So you're taking them out straight away.
Not the biggest amount of room to get back on this one is my only concern.
I'd be tempted to play that one in bulk first.
Yeah.
I just think it's all about the angle. But even if you leave yourself too straight, you can always play that in the corner.
Would you? So would you try and land this here to then stun that across?
I think you pretty much
Or would you come back the other way and be too much angle almost?
I'd rather have slightly too much and then play it with run inside.
Yeah. I mean, in between it, because I think I could bring that back very small amount and then have a more of a natural kind of float the ball across.
Yeah.
The issue is having to hit the next shot.
Shut.
So I've come a little bit straight, but I did kind of factor that in, thinking that I could take that red in the other.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come here.
Are you playing this with like a bit of top left or?
This one, I think I'm going to roll this in
To the corner.
and take that red in the corner.
Perfect.
In an ideal world now, that's where I want to be.
And if all else fails, you could play the double.
Yeah, if I have to play the double.
Yeah. That's good. Very good. Perfect. So are you playing this like as soft as you can full ball?
Well, I'm actually going to play this a little bit firmer than initial. I think if I was another ball, I'd be perfect to nudge the yellow. So I'm actually going to try and get that gap there, hit both of them.
Okay. I guess it's a more confident.
And hope that I sort of nudge the red that way and nudge the yellow that way. Yeah.
It's always
swung
the
it
trouble.
too wide. Actually, when I got down on it, I started to play that with a bit of left.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I'm not quite sure about that. Well, I mean, it couldn't have gone. Actually, hitting that, I could have hit that a lot harder and then tried to bounce it back out again. I just didn't really see me missing the red on the way in.
Yeah.
Obviously, fully aware that I'm going to leave you a shot.
Yeah.
So it's basically now the way I would play if I was in Alex's situation now is I would look at where I wouldn't want to be.
Yeah.
So I'm putting the yellow and then thinking, where do I not want to be?
And it's important, like one cushion escapes. You want to avoid that at all costs. Wow.
We've made it.
Just tried to miss it.
So you might actually have to slightly move the yellow that you were just talking about.
Yeah. I mean, if I get close to this yellow,
you can just tuck
say
the
someone hit, I can get a really good snooker.
Yeah. Which is ideal in it, because what you're always looking for in a snooker is to try and block off the natural escape.
The only downside is that I'm not promoting it as much as I want, but if I can get somewhere, what would be the green spot, and
it's weird because you're not promoting it, but you'd actually look at that in a frame and think you don't really need to promote it. It's not on the rail. It's not that awkward.
Stunned it a bit too much.
Too much.
Now, again, what I'm going to try do.
Use the yellow as a blocker.
I don't want to leave the one cushion. Which would be somewhere here. You can do it with check, but so I'll leave the white pretty much where the black's blocking the one cushion. And I'd love the yellow to be where I'm blocking the two cushion.
So almost the middle of the table.
Yeah, something like the blue spot, ideally. So, don't think the yellows come out as much as I wanted.
Not as much. I think, like for me here, the two cushion feels like the more natural shot anyway.
Yeah.
Because the red is near the pocket.
Yeah.
So I'd just almost be trying to set this up as if I was trying to pot the white.
Yeah.
Like two cushions, pot the white. I mean,
what are you looking at when you eye this up?
Well, I just kind of, you know what I mean? I look at that and go, well, if that white is roughly in the middle here, like, so in theory, if I hit the middle of that cushion, I can hit the middle of that cushion. But then it's going to break wide, so I need to put a bit of left-hand side on this to change that angle coming in.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm kind of in here, so the natural would be sort of here somewhere. I want to change that around.
And obviously, these tables on the tours where they slide so much, we're changing that again.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm kind of visually thinking, or trying to think of whereabouts roughly would I put it to try and pop the white in the corner.
That's good.
Like that. Like that.
Very good.
I mean, that's a crunch. That is a dry crunch. See, I would love to be able to see that yellow.
Can you not?
No. Almost got the natural angle here to have an attempt to come through this gap.
Yeah.
And just if I get the pace right,
and
great. If I don't get on it, I've got other options.
More options, yeah.
Like this to me here is the problem. This yellow.
Yeah.
Because this yellow is causing me all kinds of grief. Because
especially with getting
this ball, stopping this ball going in here.
Yeah. Because we all know, like, I mean, if we talk about working backwards, like we all know this is the ball you want to transition on to black.
But obviously I've got to get on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it does go in the middle, but that yellow is stopping a lot of stuff. So yeah. Got the line slightly wrong. What I actually played, I did play that shot, but I was kind of hoping.
It's actually not too bad because that red didn't go in that middle before.
And it does now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it goes in the other middle, which is probably.
But I think it's important that we say that we always start off with a plan, but when you have to chop and change all the
because
time.
You're talking like you're playing through a small gap there, and in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking, if I get this line wrong, I'd love to just miss that red and nudge that yellow as well.
So you've got 2 or 3. There are so many combinations where you're going to be on a ball.
Yeah, it's about that shot is about you play that shot at a pace where the outcomes can be in your favour. Not going to bring the middle pocket into play.
Shot. So are you looking at now using this as the last ball to get over to there?
So ideally, probably a fraction too much angle, but I can still play it to top it through here to then leave the angle to pop this one and drift over here. Well, actually, as I said again,
have to use the yellow now.
I think I've actually got a bit too much angle. That went through a lot further than I anticipated.
Could you go through the gap of the yellows? Or is it
potentially? I potentially am going to go through the gap of the yellows, which then doesn't really.
Leave a lot more angle.
What I don't want to do is try and get the cannon on that yellow. So I could play that yellow, this red, with left hand side to try and make that cannon. What I don't want to do is flick the side of it, put the yellow there, so then the white will end up down here. This angle, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and stack a load of left hand side on this red. I kind of done what I just didn't want to do.
Literally just said, yeah.
But I kind of actually got a fuller contact on that than I thought.
I thought you'd be thin, yeah. That's horrible, the way it's left you.
Yeah.
Can you avoid the black?
I mean, it's just complete trust to luck here. And I think that's worth saying. I'm potting the red, and I'm going to cannon the yellow and the black. And as long as I don't pot the black.
Again, just very harsh.
But it is.
I mean, you've got a shot.
Yeah.
You've got the angle.
It is just.
You would take it, but
luck. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's
got some funky cueing to avoid the camera. I might actually come above the red, so it might be a case that the red.
What you mean, play it up?
I can't play that with left hand side. I'm too far away. That's too much. So I might end up having to play the red down here.
I see.
Like that.
Shot.
Just played it at a pace that if I hit it.
Too good at them. It's too good at them.
I don't mind rail shots. That's
nice finish.
Nice. Well, I mean, that is
what should have been easy.
That is how not to construct a finish, really.
Control the white really well there.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm black. I don't know if you've noticed a difference in that. I'm kind of breaking in a certain way. I just have to flip the switch. And this is because of the tall tables.
You took a bit off, I can tell.
And by taking a bit off, what I do is I impart a bit more momentum in the white. So if you notice, my whites come in and back out to there.
So what do you mean by momentum?
So I want the ball coming. I want the white coming off the front ball with a touch more speed, but I don't want that
taken away from
speed
the strike
being created by spin.
I see.
So it's just momentum is making the white come up and back.
Effectively not trying to cue across it.
So where you're nailing the break, if I nail the break, same thing, it's going to come off and park itself. Or that's in theory the goal. If it doesn't park, it comes here. Whereas by breaking like that, the only way I end up in bulk is with a big double kiss. So a ball will come up and hit it full ball.
I mean, instantly, obviously the yellows look an easier set, but it's
you've got
that problem ball.
One tough ball.
But if you go down the red route, it's just the transition onto that red on the rail. I mean, instantly I'm thinking you can use that red to get onto there. You've got the red off the yellow. But it's how you get from that red on the yellow to then take out the remaining four. Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at that going, I think if I get the first shot, if I play reds and get the first shot correct.
Is there an argument to play the yellow?
There is, but it's just getting back on that yellow.
Well, it's just if you cannon that red full ball, you're on that yellow in the middle. But again, it's just a risky first shot.
If I take this, you mean, first shot,
That's what I mean.
I'm just looking at it thinking, to me, this ball naturally links to this ball. There'd be my last two. So can I work this finish around?
And, you know, I'm saying red off the yellow, but
I wouldn't play that. No. I think I'd be coming.
I think the yellow's going to.
If I play the red and come through the gap to here, possibly pop that and play on this one.
Yeah, or even come through that gap to be on.
I'd probably play this one to pot this one to then stun this back out.
Yeah, and then all you're trying to do is land on like a half ball roll through, then avoid the cannon with the yellow.
100%, yeah.
By then, all that red's gone, and then you've got ball down the rail for the black in the middle.
Yeah,
I think your route's perfect. Sure.
Dead straight.
So how are you trying to land on this red here? Are you trying to land pretty much where the stun the red is?
Ideally, I'd like to run this through so I'm a fraction past straight. Then I will happily change. Oh, that was lucky. Well, I'll say lucky. Played it at a good weight. See, I can, again, I don't need to. I could play this off the side of the yellow. But it doesn't actually... If the playing off the yellow gave me a better angle, then I would. But all I would be doing it for would be to tie the yellow up, and I'm not really thinking about not getting them.
Yeah, exactly
that. So then hopefully try and pop that.
Pretty much where you are now, no?
Where I am now would be fine. I could come a touch further.
Yeah, because where you are now, are you playing that with like a right-hand side drag to kind of
on this ball,
Say
if I was
you want
there,
it
no,
now.
I think I can literally just pot
Natural.
it. I think I can pot it and just come through the gap.
Right.
So I've slightly under hit that.
And this is where I say about that right hand.
But I still think as long as I pop the ball,
yeah,
I'll miss that yellow. So I think I can just drag it in.
Sharp.
Ideally, I'd not want to be dead straight, but
got a touch of angle.
I'm not gonna.
Are you just taking your medicine?
Yeah. Possibly we'll top it through so I can use the pocket.
Yeah. Very good finish.
Right guys, so that is that video completed. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it gives you something to kind of use and you can utilize in your own game. Hopefully the discussions were sort of something that you can learn from. Me and Alex tried to talk you through every sort of scenario, and I actually think that little game kind of had everything. Kind of that there was some finishes from the break, there were some finishes that kind of got away and we managed to get back. There was a couple of tactical frames, a couple of decent escapes and a finish or two that was kind of more textbook. So pool is not perfect as much as we would like it to be. It is a game where in most clearances you'll get a shot slightly wrong, but it's about how you can reroute and how you can give yourselves multiple options to fix any problems that occur. Yeah, any questions, pop them in the chat below, or if you're in the coaching group, just ask and I'll do my best to answer. And yeah, see you on the next one. Cheers guys.